So not just any old bacon, coconut sweet chili bacon. That's what we're going to be using to make the best BLT you guys have ever tasted. Okay, sandwiches. When you're making the best sandwich, the devil is in the detail, my friends, and we are going to start off with some epic bacon. So I'm using my coconut sweet chili sauce for this one. I love sharing this one with you guys, and all of you that have tried it, thanks for writing in and telling me how much you've loved it. Head to my website if you want to figure out where to get your hands on this little number. Okay, now I'm going to pour some of that into a bowl. Now, of course, if you can't get a hold of my coconut sweet chili, you can use a regular sweet chili. It just might not be as good. Okay, now I'm going to brush my bacon with a whole lot of this yummy sauce. So the sauce is going to add like a tangy sweetness to our savory bacon, and I love that kind of, you know, balance of flavors when you get the sweet and the savory. Okay, now just turn that bacon over. And again with the sauce. Okay, now that just needs to go into the oven about 15 minutes. Just watch it. It does tend to burn a little bit at the edges, but I like my edges nice and crispy. So while that bacon's doing its thing, I'm going to get on to the rest of my ingredients, and I'm going to start off with the tomato. Now, here is a really important little key tip. So you know how I said the devil is in the detail? Well, what you want to do with tomato always when you're using it for a sandwich or toast is to season it beforehand. So if you season it with salt and let the tomato sit for about 10 minutes or so, the flavor difference is huge. So I just want some nice, beautiful slices. Color of that tomato just makes me so happy. And then you want a little bit of salt and let that tomato sit for 10 minutes. Try this at home, guys, you will be blown away. So next up, the greenery part of our salad. And I'm gonna do a mixture of some little fancy green leaves and some iceberg lettuce. And then because, again, I am making sure every element of our sandwich is like bang on, I'm gonna add a little bit of spring onion and a little bit of coriander. If you don't like coriander, feel free to leave it out. Now let's talk about the bread. So for me, bread is always better with butter, and bread and butter is always better when it's toasted. Okay, now into a hot pan, and I just want to toast these guys up until they have a nice golden color, a little charry at the edges. That is what we're looking for. Okay, so this color, amazing, beautiful. And now I want a little bit of coconut sweet chili on my first piece of bread. So I like to use this sauce sort of in a similar way to mayonnaise. It has a similar kind of texture, and it's both creamy and tangy, so it really goes well with anything where you use mayonnaise. Okay, now some of my greens. And now these beautiful slices of tomato that are perfectly seasoned. And now let me check on that bacon. Okay, so that bacon is looking and smelling amazing. Now, work quickly here, guys, because I'm gonna add a bit of an unconventional ingredient for a BLT, but I just can't live without cheese on a sandwich, so bacon goes on. I wish you guys could smell this bacon, so good. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and use the whole tray of bacon on one sandwich because, you know, it's bacon. And some cheese. And then finally, we want a good squeeze of a little bit more coconut sweet chili, just because I always like the top of my sandwich to be able to stick to the filling of the sandwich. A good sandwich is all about construction. And there we go, coconut sweet chili bacon in the most perfect sandwich ever. At least I think so anyway. Okay, let's see how we've gone here. Cut into my sandwich. Structural integrity, very good. Good start. Just have to leave me in peace with my sandwich now. Thank you. So good. So if you like this recipe or you want to tell me what you think about it, write it down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell button so you never miss out on one of my recipes again.